So this is my first video for YouTube in making a beer, home brewing, and I did post this video before, and then there was a copyright problem, and it got taken down. And I even got the music that the problem was for off of a website that said it was not copywritten material. So I guess I got to do a little better on that. That's the way it goes. Um, so we're doing a black lager. I developed it through an AI chat, and then I dust or brush it up a little bit with a Beersmith. So let's see how that goes. Thanks for tuning in.
8 pounds, 8.9 ounces of Pilsner, and then 1 pound, 1.1 ounce of Munich malt, and 8.6 ounce of Carafa. All right, so we got to fill this up with 7.75 gallons. My water is filtered, just the county water. I don't get osmosis or distilled or bottled or anything like that. And we're going to heat it to 157.8. So nope. So I used the claw hammer system. I bought this last summer of 22. And before that, I used propane, 2 kettles, and then a cooler for my mash tun. System worked great. I had no issues with it, but I wanted something that I could do electric and bring in the house and not worry about using propane. That's otherwise I'd be out in the garage all the time. And then so it calls for damn paper curled up. Calls for just over 2 grams of baking soda and 3/4 of a gram of gypsum. That's all. Nothing else. All right, so add the water. Yeah, water. Add the minerals, salts, whatever. Wow, that's cold water. Oh yeah, you got to turn the heat on too after you set the temperature. All right, we're good. So with the claw hammer, I mill twice. Turn the pump off. You can just set this off to the side. Martin Keene, homebrew challenge. Best idea. He has one of these, and that's where I got the idea. Talk about getting the lumps out of the grain when you're doing this. I don't usually add it all at the same time. Some people do and then mash it up. But what's nice about this stir or whisk, gigantic whisk, it's like Fred Flintstone whisk, is you just crush the dough balls. Works really well. All right, so our temperature now is supposed to be 152. So we're going to do that. So we'll set at 152. All right, so I'm going to check the pH. It's been about 15 minutes, so I'm a little bit. I usually do it at 10, but I didn't. already dark though. All right, so mash pH is 7.4, 7.43 or something like that. You can see it. Trying to turn it so it. Anyways, 5.4. I say 7, 5, 5.4. 5.2 is a good mash. I'm not going to adjust it. Gravity reading. The hydrometer came out with 1039 right now with temperature correction, and the refractor is the same. It's supposed to be pre-boil gravity at 1038. We've got 25 minutes left. I'm just going to let it go the whole time. So this is just a 50-50 mix. I believe it's 50-50. I'm not sure. I didn't make it. Beeswax and Vaseline. It'll last forever. This tub will last me a lifetime. And just take a little bit, just smear it on those gaskets. Just enough to lube them up. This one sort of hung up there when I was trying to get it off too. So, damn it, that thing. Do an auto cal on that. That's probably enough. You don't have to go crazy on it. Right, so our time's done. I am going to do the mash out. And that's at 170. So we'll do that now. Give this a stir. And then once we get up to 170, we'll mash out for 10 minutes. And then we'll start our boil. So that's done. And turn off the pump. Now I can lift this, but why bother? I hate lifting it. It's heavy as hell. And this is so much easier. And I don't need to use the clips to hold it up. So it didn't change much. It's about 1042 right now. And that was, what did I say, 103, 1039 prior. So 1042 pre-boil or post mash, however you want to say it. So our boil started, hops in. Like I said, I don't use the hop spiders any longer. Start my watch here. 45 minutes. After 45 minutes, we'll do our other addition of hops, also Whirlflock and yeast nutrient. I do them all at 15 minutes. So the last hops, which I'm going to measure out now, the Saz hops, and it's going to be a full ounce, which is this whole package. I don't know why I'm measuring it, but yeah, we'll just see how well they. Yeah, they gave one over 0.02. The only thing I didn't do in Beersmith is double check the alpha acids on the recipe because obviously it's using an average. And actually put in the actual alpha acids, which I'm going to do now. That'll just give me a better IBU calculation at the end. We're at a good boil. I think I'm actually going to turn this down to 60. And we're going to let that boil. All right, so 45 minutes done. We got 15 minutes left. We're adding in our 1 ounce of Saz, and then yeast nutrients and Whirlflock tablet. I'm going to start running this boiling wort through the pump and through my roll pour Whirlpool arm. Wow, that was hard to say. And sometimes we got to force the liquid through. There we go. Woo, that's hot. Yep. All right, she's a flowing. So our boil's done. So I'm going to turn off the heat. I'm going to keep this pump going. It's going to recirculate. Um, and I'm going to put the cover on it just slightly, just to keep anything falling into it. We're going to let that go for, I usually do, I'd like to get it down temperature wise a little bit more. But I'm not adding any hops in during the whirlpool, so I don't need to really worry about the temperature. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let that circulate for about 5 minutes, and then, or excuse me, with the pump on, keep it circulating for about 5 minutes. Turn the pump off; it'll stop circulating, and then the hops will start to settle out in a cone in the bottom. So we're going to do that now. What did I say? 5 minutes, right? 5 minutes it is. See you in 5. So I'm checking the gravity. I got a couple more minutes left for my hops to settle out. And we're at 105. Yeah, it looks like 105.2. And we're supposed to be, post boil was 104.7. So we're 5 up. I said that's probably what was going to happen. It's about 77 degrees. About as full as I can get it. If I was doing an ale, it'd be all right. It'll probably cool down. Yeah. Oh, now it's down to 73. So it's it's cooling off. But I will have to put this in the cooler to get it down to 50. So you can see it's not a pretty hot cone, but it is pretty much in the center. Probably getting all steamed up looking at it. So we're about 66 degrees. And I got that from another thermometer too. Actually, that was 64, but and we looks like we got 4.5, probably just 5 with what's in the cup there. Oh, we'll drop my tilt in. Drop these in. All right, she's good to go.
All right, so first video is completed. Actually, it's the second video because the first one got taken down. So I just re-edited the original and made it a little bit shorter because the first one was long. And I said before, um, this is my first lager, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how it turns out. My first beer I ever made using AI. It was just something to goof around with. I usually don't do that. And down below, down below is the recipe in detail if you want to look at it or you want to make it. So I will do another video once the lager is done. Probably be a couple of weeks. And please like the video, subscribe. Hopefully I'll build a good audience doing this. Otherwise, I will see you in probably 2 or 3 weeks. Thanks for watching. Take care, people. Buffalo.